Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. Thank you. Now enjoy the show.
Hey y'all, thanks for tuning in to another episode of RAERAEs Review, where I will be discussing Married to Medicine, Season 11, Episode 14, my favorite reality show on TV. We're getting towards the end, y'all. I think next week is the finale. Episode 15 will be the finale, child, and I can't wait for the reunion because it's going to be explosive. I mean, folks going to be embarrassed. I think we know who the couple is that's going to be embarrassed. I mean, it ain't no secret. Like, we know it's Dr. G. We know it's the lunch first that's going to be embarrassed because if you ain't watched the episode, it's like we know. Ain't nobody really seeing it for them. The Lunsfords aren't taking accountability. And it's obvious. They want what they want. But the thing is, how do you come on a show with your ex flaunting, and I'm going to say flaunting, it just seems like he got this get back spirit because of how much she dogged him out, meaning Quad. And he came on the show thinking that he's going to flaunt his new, younger wife in front of her, right? Thinking she ain't got nobody and that, you know, the ladies will embrace her because he's a doctor, he's friends with the guys, it's going to work out. No, it ain't working out. It ain't working out as I believe he planned all of this to stick it to Quad, and now he is getting stuck to him because why? I want to cuss so bad right now. I mean, who calls the police for assault who ain't been assaulted? Who calls the police for assault who ain't been assaulted? He's running the show, him and his wife. I'm sorry. Since she want to be down with him, down as 4-flat tires, y'all can stay on the road looking for help because y'all looking real stupid right now. Let me get into the episode. So we see Jackie and Simone. Phaedra settled her debt finally, $40,000. And she said she ain't come back to this group. She done with y'all the way y'all made her feel and how y'all tried to do her. But girl, bye, Phaedra. Just go on the road so we can see you act a fool over there with that other fool. Simone is like, well, Jackie pointed out that Phaedra knew, what's his name, Apollo, and maybe his wife was coming. She knew that he, meaning Apollo, would feel some type of way with her seeing somebody. Hello. And she knew having a younger guy there would, make Apollo feel away. So why is she getting so upset? It ain't like she was fighting with people. It's just that, listen, she knew that her date, Cheick, knew, what's his name? Apollo and Sherein. If she didn't know before he told her, then she knew at that time. So the fact that she had that man there, it was going to create an issue. And it was what it was. It's just that it backfired on her. And, it is what it is. It was what it was. So anyway, Phaedra didn't want to be around it. So she left running back to Roa. Okay, bye, girl. Bye. Then they laugh at Dr. G's rap song because he talking about he want to be set free. He don't want to have to worry about Quad no more. Girl, and his wife is recording. Like I said last week, ain't no way I'm going to record my man doing a rap song about his ex. I don't give a doggone what he's saying in that rap song. You better rap about something else. Or you better go talk to your psychiatrist in private and don't tell me. Because all that's telling me is Dr. G is not over quiet. He got to do all this, that, and the third, and try and stick it to her and her new man. Ain't that nothing? And Sweet Tea dumb enough to record it and not even like, wait a minute, what'd you say? Set you free. So you still wrapped in quad some type of way. Sweet Tea, you dumb. If you listening, you are dumb as a box of rocks. To let some man talk to you like that. And then they said outside of what was filmed, he was cussing you out, yelling at you from what we saw. And now he ode to quad rap song? Girl, bye. Not me, not the kid. I don't think so. Sweet Tea, girl, bye. If your parents ain't telling you by now, I know your mama had to say something, and your daddy too. Child. Next, Contessa and Heavily do lunch. They make up, child. Talk about diabetes awareness event. Let's hope that goes over well. Next, we see Eugene injured by tow truck. So apparently, his wife and kids were stuck because their go-kart or whatever it was, golf cart broke down somewhere. So the tow truck had to come get him. The tow truck is at the house. The tow truck lets down on his foot. Then they showed all the stitches as if the toe ripped off or something, girl. Because the stitches was in the way part in between the second toe and the big toe. So I'm like, oh my God, this big old lump that looked like a bunny on the side. Ooh. And I just hurt my big toe today, child. I can just imagine what that felt like. I don't even need stitches. Ooh. That means that cut was down to the white meat if he had to get stitches. Ooh. Ooh, just looking at that make me ooh. Ooh. So then I talk about Sweet Tea and Dr. G and Quad and King coming to their party. They can stay on one side of the room and yada yada because she wants all of them there. But if she had to choose, like she said, she's gonna choose Quad. And she don't think that they're taking accountability. And again, Eugene is kind of sticking up for Dr. G, but at the same time, they all think calling Popo was not a good idea. Because he didn't touch you, Dr. G. He charged at me. So that's good enough for me that can be a simple assault, like Dr. G said. So he can go to jail for so many days and or pay a fine. Ain't that some shit? All that because Quad dumped you and embarrassed you on national and worldwide internet TV. Ain't that nothing, y'all? Talking about a woman scorn. Well, dang. Oh, Lord. Next, we see Quad and King. You know, she treating him to a nice dinner after he had a long day at work. So it's hot. First of all, I'm not getting no jacuzzi, and it's hot as firecracker juice in Atlanta. We can't get in the pool. And they just sweating and carrying on. They fanning and carrying. Like, first of all, it's hot as firecracker juice in Atlanta or whatever city you in, surrounding whatever Sandy Springs, whatever you at. It's hot as firecracker juice. And y'all in a jacuzzi? Now, I've been in hot weather in a jacuzzi, but not that deep south, humid, swamp-like weather in a jacuzzi, girl, but we'll be in the pool. Whereas jacuzzi, girl, you might as well just sit outside around the jacuzzi and let the mist hit you. That's what you do. Let the mist hit you while you just look sexy in your trikini. Talking about you want something to drink. Hell yeah, where the water at? It's hot. Shoot, by the fifth word in a sentence, we see them sitting on the edge of the jacuzzi. They was in at first. Child, please. So they talking and she's trying to convince him to move in, but you know, when they do move in together, to stay in her house. She don't want to give up her house. It's a symbol of this, that, and girl, bye. Damn all them symbols. He said, well, you can rent it out. He don't want to move into your stuff. He don't want to pay your bills like Dr. G for the most part. I mean, he gonna be paying, but you know what I'm saying? Like, girl, that's gonna be something. I mean, my thing is, why can't they live in both spots? He can get something, she can get something. If he don't want, to move in, and they just live in both, as far as I'm concerned. I mean, both of them are capable of living in both. They at his place, they at her. Just if you're gonna be together and be a couple, live in both. You don't need one marital spot or one habitat. What's it called? Fornicating spot. If you don't want to give a girl house quiet, you don't want to rent out, just live in both spots, y'all. That's like y'all together. It's just that both of y'all's residences are y'all's, and then both y'all got keys there. I mean, just live in both places. No big doggone deal. And if you're on this side of town, y'all can stay over here. Y'all on that, you bring out. I don't know how far away he lived, but to me it makes sense. Y'all can stay in both places. You know what I'm saying? Forever, how long? And just live in both spots. Anyway, what else I talk? They didn't really want to talk about much. That was pretty much it. Next we see Simone and Cecil. Child, they got they are trifling parents. They got some trifling sons. They go back to the house. I don't know how long ago this was between the last time they was over there cleaning up, because it was nasty and filthy. It's still nasty and filthy. They come over there and they're pretty much, they got to move out. And they're going to have to pay a fifth of the bills at the house. She summed it up. It's like almost $2,200 for the mortgage, about $150 for one utility, $65 for another utility. So pretty much it's like $1,150, maybe $1,700 at the most per person, and they got to pay 5% of that every month. And they will need to show proof of check stub, proof of their income. They need a copy of their check stub. Girl, as far as I'm concerned, that's Simone and Cecil's fault, and they know it is. They know it is. It's not. First of all, should nobody have trash piling up like that? They should have been done again. They should have been doing that. Actually, it's more Cecil's fault, because we know that was exactly him, as described by both he and his wife in previous seasons. So it's more or less his fault. He's supposed to make sure them boys is clean. And if I was a young girl's mother that was dating one of them, I'm like, girl, no, you see this nastiness that they do at their house? And if you've been over there, I know you've seen it. No, you ain't come back to this house. You got to tell me you going to the doctor because because you got something. They are nasty, and it is what it is. They But all I know is that they come back to my house every day. They will be checked, because they don't want to put them outside with nothing. You can't put them out because they filthy nasty. No, they just gonna have to do what they should have done when they was 8, 9 years old. Now they 18 and 19 or 20. Anyway, they far too old, and they don't care about being embarrassed on worldwide international internet TV, child, worldwide web internet TV. As a parent, I'd be embarrassed. Now, believe you me, I've had some moments in my previous years of living. It ain't never looked like that, child. I mean, damn. All right, what's next, child? The diabetes event. The ladies talking how it's tough for the Lumfords and Quad and everything. Then they get loud in front of people. Of course, they say all cute and welcoming when they first get there, but then they start showing their true colors. Contessa ends up shooing away Heavily, because Heavily getting loud and talking all kind of negative when Contessa's trying to keep a peaceful environment. I mean, it's Contessa's event. And why is Heavily always got to be so loud and wrong at the same time? That has to be exhausting at this point. And that's what I mean when I said earlier about her. She has to be exhausting for someone who has more couth and who is more civil. I, ugh, mm-mm. So I don't blame Contessa for shooing her away. But at the same time, it was convenient because Quad was saying, well, I don't want to be here when the Lunsfords gets here, so I'm gonna leave regardless. And pretty much as all that was transpiring, folks left as folks was coming in. Hey, there you go. Made it easier. So Damon had to leave. I think he had to leave too, because he rolled with Heavy. Because towards the rest of the episode, we didn't see Damon. So I think he left too. Anywho, so then the guys have a talk with Dr. G, pretty much letting him know, it was kind of, bitch made to be calling Popo if he didn't touch you. But Dr. G feel how he feel. And then the ladies who were left, that was Mimi, Contessa, and Jackie, I think, were talking to Sweet Tea. Do you feel safe in the group? Mimi, shut up, girl. She mean, does she feel safe? Ain't nobody doing nothing to her. She ain't the one complaining. She ain't the one going to Popo as her husband. Ugh, Mimi, girl, Mimi, Dr. Mimi, whatever your name is, girl, bye. Anyway, yes, the ladies asking her, does she feel safe? And she's like, yeah, for the most part, but I can see that, I'm not respected and it is what it is. But I've learned to deal with it, while we're still mixed in with you guys. But I'm gonna ride with my husband. That's it. That's all. What else you want? So then they go to the fellas again, and they're, Dr. G can't believe that they're asking him these questions. He feels as though he's owed something from Quad, not even really King. Like, what the hell Quad do? First of all, as we knew, Dr. G said Quad was drunk, and he knows how she is when she's drunk. So why even engage? You're a psychiatrist. No, your feelings was in it because you're hearing that he's pounding that thing 15 times a week when she stopped giving him some the last 3 years of their marriage. Ooh, that's insult to injury number one. Then the way King looked. I should have said that first. Insult to injury number two. And the fact that Quad is just head over heels for this man more than she was for Mr. Lunsford. Insult to injury number three. And must we add, Quad's things was still at the house because Sweet Tea was packing her stuff up the episode before. So he's still holding on to Quad. Insult to injury number four. I wish I would marry a man. I move into his house that he shared with his ex-wife, and her stuff is still there, and they've been divorced. First of all, once we got serious enough for me to start making decisions about the house, hell yeah, I want to know what's in here. What's this? What's that? What's that? Oh, okay. We just get familiarized with the lay of the land, as women will do. See, Sweet Tea ain't been around long enough to know that, apparently. They in a second year of marriage, and she just not throwing away Quad stuff. Girl, I don't care what it is, because she said it was Quad stuff, and it seemed like she's going around from room to room because she was in the kitchen throwing away stuff. You in the kitchen throwing away, girl? Mm-mm. That stuff would have, girl. You ain't better than me. You stupid girl. You dumb. Ain't no way. I'm gonna go back to my notes, child, because I don't want to really say that that's too out of pocket. Dr. G tells the fellas he's not willing to drop the charges. And Curtis pretty much alludes to Dr. G not being a part of the group if he's gonna keep doing all this, because King is a part of the group. You can't just keep this going and keep him out, because apparently he couldn't be around at the time. He couldn't film with anybody, while these litigations going on. Child, I'm sick of the Lumpers. I guess he bit off more than he can chew, thinking he was just gonna come back with his wife and think he and his wife was gonna make Quad look a certain way. No, y'all made yourself look a certain way, and it is what it is. And furthermore, why is every time we see Sweet Tea ordering something to drink, it's an alcohol beverage? Ain't she supposed to be dry when she's supposed to be trying to make a baby? I could have sworn that was part of the deal. You can't be drinking, smoking, doing any type of recreational substance of any kind. You got to keep your body clean as a whistle. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. That was it, y'all. Married to Medicine, Season 11, Episode 14. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate you. Don't forget to come back. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. I'll catch you next time. Bye. All day.